Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy, IBP Gang, IBP Nation, IBP Boxing, IBP MMA. Coming at y'all with my last video for the UFC 293 fight week, Adesanya Strickland. Supposed to drop this last night, didn't get it out. It's now like a couple hours, or a couple minutes before the card's gonna start. I'll try to get out the full card prediction right after this video, but really wanted to get this out first. Just gonna be talking about why I think Adesanya Strickland, this will be Adesanya's most boring performance to date. On the elliptical right now, just trying to get this out. Gotta get a workout in. But nah, man, I mean, first and foremost, I think I've been like chirping this from the rooftop. I don't think any of the trash talk that Strickland's like gonna be saying is getting in the head of Adesanya. I think he's gonna go out there, fight the way he was going to, whether he, trash talked him or not. It's not personal, like he said on multiple occasions. I did see Drake post like a really big bet on Izzy by KO, which honestly didn't make sense to me because like Izzy said, hey man, I might try to go out there get the sub, It didn't seem like the fight where you should be trying to necessarily like put a big bet on like a prop necessarily for this fight. Because Izzy by KO does seem like the clear path to victory for him, but with him saying he wants to get the sub and Strickland being so tough and being able to stay in these fights, it's like, is that necessarily worth your money? But, I think the fight can go a lot of different ways, but I think it's gonna go long. It's gonna be a leg kick fest. It's gonna be a lot of Strickland trying to come forward. If anything, I think the fight goes late for sure, but it's going to be boring as long as it lasts. I think Adesanya's not going to try to press the issue or go for the knockout like Pereira did. Obviously, if there's an opportunity, he'll go for it. But like Adesanya is like Pereira. A lot of people try to compare them like, hey man, if Pereira did it, then Adesanya should just be able to do it as well. But like Pereira kind of has that killer instinct. Like he'll go out there, he'll fish for the knockout. He puts himself in danger a lot of times. Not to say that if Adesanya did go forward, he wouldn't necessarily be in much danger about stuff coming back from him, but Adesanya's just not like a killer type striker, Goes out there and does what he has to do. Just kind of flows, I saw Lorisenko made a comparison, kind of compared Adesanya to like a jazz artist, he flows in there. If the opportunity's there, it's there. If it's not, we'll just do what we got to do. But yeah, and not even in a bad way. I don't mean to bash Izzy when I make this video. I don't want to say I love Izzy. I've been like the biggest fan of him. I cheered against him. Like I was so happy when Pereira beat him, and then when, Pereira lost in the rematch, I was like, dang, but I have a respect for him, a lot of respect for him. Even though I may not like him, I have like a ton of respect for him, and all that he's accomplished in the UFC and, his time in MMA as a whole with kickboxing and all that type of stuff. But so I don't mean to bash him when I say this is going to be a boring performance. I think I was one of those people who, when he fought Whitaker, I'm trying to think the Cannonier fights, the Vettori fights, I've been like, hey, man, it might not be the most exciting fight. And I defend a lot of fighters. Like, I love Marab. He's not the most exciting guy, but it's like if you dominate a guy for 25 minutes, it might not look that impressive or look that exciting, but hey, that takes skill to do, at the end of the day. So I always got to give my hats off to guys like Izzy, who may not be the most exciting all the time. I think he kind of got rid of those rumors against or that notion out there that he obviously can be exciting, but I think a big reason as to why that fight was as exciting as it was because Pereira pressed the issue. So I don't know. I mean, it's up. I think it's. In theory, Strickland's probably gonna try to come forward, do something early, but I guess it's really up to Strickland. If Strickland is a little more patient, maybe waits on the outside, maybe not as pressured, this could be a pretty boring fight. Even if he comes forward, it's just like I can't see is he overextending or doing anything crazy in this fight? He's just such a big favorite. It's just another title defense for him, you know? So, I don't know. Just my thoughts on the fight. I think, hey, you guys might come back to this and be like, man, this is the most stupidest take. Like, this is, like, horrible, like, the worst breakdown ever. Like, what was this guy thinking? Is he just knocked him out round one? Or it could be, like, completely perfect, you know? But we'll see, man. I think all in all, it should be a pretty dominant performance. I'm predicting a dominant but boring performance from Adesanya in the main event of UFC 293. Just going to beat up Strickland, bell to bell. It might look like Volk Holloway 3, something like that. I don't know. Maybe leaving it like a little worse. Might have like 10-8s in there. But yeah, Strickland's just going to punish. It's not Strickland, sorry. He's just going to punish him for 5 rounds, not press the issue. It might even look like Ian Gary, Neil Magny, something like that. That's why I see it's going to go. Might see a knockdown in there somewhere. But yeah, man. That's all I really got for y'all today. Leave a like on the video, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Am I tripping? Am I like completely out of my element? Like, what am I doing? Like, do y'all agree with my opinion? Do you guys not agree with my opinion? Voice what y'all think in the comments. But that's all I really got for y'all today. Leave a like on the video, subscribe. Peace out, most quite. You already know what it is. Ooh.